So I don't care why he didn't approach me. I'm not obsessed with men. Okay? Are they attractive? Sure. But the only ones who are worth my attention are the ones who have enough confidence to approach me.
Bitch, fuck you. Fuck is y'all talking about?
Y'all, it's your man 600, and we back with another episode of iDigressReacts. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Let's get it.
So the ladies' favorite word for men today are narcissist. Narcissist is the trending word. No matter what the argument is, the men are narcissists. So I, being the investigative content creator that I am, baby, I went and looked up the word narcissist because I wanted to get a true definition. And I seen this image pop up. Behaviors of a narcissist: lack of empathy for others, has a strong desire for attention and admiration from others, consistently has problematic relationships, and has inflated sense of self-worth or importance. Wait a minute now. Isn't it always the women online complaining about how none of their relationships are working because it's the men? But the men be in relationships sometimes and they be happy, but y'all don't. That sounds like constantly being in problematic relationships.
Cause I don't want no problems with you.
What you mean?
Cause I don't want no problems with you.
Bitch.
The fuck?
When are we as a society going to start acknowledging the fact that the problem is men?
I recently gave up on dating completely because I feel like there's literally nothing for me out there.
My interest in dating another black man is like 1% at this point. They want us to be ride or dies until they get their shit together, and then they don't want to support us in return. They don't want to commit to us. They don't want to marry us, but then they want all the benefits of being a husband without actually proposing to us.
I was 20 years old. He was 29, right? When I met him, I just remember... how I used to be so sweet. I used to be so just green light. I used to be green. And I wholeheartedly now at 32 years old feel like he took advantage of that innocent me. You cannot trust a man, bro. These men are horrible.
These are the same females that in high school didn't want the smart kid that was sitting in the back. Y'all wanted the foolery.
It's women's dislike towards men because we can't see the good men.
I just broke things off with a guy because he complained about the cost of taking me to dinner on our third date.
Are you crazy? Are you crazy?
He said, tell me about yourself. I want to know about you. I said, it's best to probably ask me a question and I can respond. Ask me something specific and I'll respond. He goes, name 3 things you can do to keep your man happy. So you have a good evening. I can tell that we're not compatible. Be blessed.
Damn. You got to be a stupid mother.
And then the overinflated self-worth. Everybody's a 10. Nobody's average because I'm a 10, right?
Women are the prize. Women that know their worth, have self-respect, that know who they are, that know they want and deserve princess treatment, that love themselves to the point of obsession and actually treat themselves like a princess and give themselves everything they want. Those women are difficult to get. Those women are the prize.
Number 10.
I think I'm fucking gorgeous. I think I'm perfect. I think that beauty is in the eye of the beholder.
Scale of 1 to 10.
10.
10? Do you think others would agree?
Yes.
What would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
Right now I'm feeling like a 10.
A 10? Do you think other people would agree?
I hope so.
All right, what would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
A 10.
A 10? Awesome.
Scale of 1 to 10. So let's do that.
Not a fucking 10. Like, yeah. I said what I said, and I meant what I said.
Okay.
Period.
Man, come on.
Okay. And if you ranked yourself, honestly, if you ranked yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rank? Yeah, let's get back to reality.
No, I'm in reality.
No, you're not in reality.
I'm in reality.
You're not in reality. If you're going to be a 10, we can end this. Because that's not reality. You're not a supermodel.
So, that's right.
Looks on a scale of 1 to 10. Let's start with you. Wait, so 10 and 10.
10.
10 all across the board.
Period.
Of a celebrity that matches the rating that you give yourself.
I would rate myself an 8. I would say Big Lotto. I love Lotto.
I think I say like a 7.5, 8 around there.
Name a celebrity that would match you.
Lauren London, I say.
Lauren London.
I'm gonna say I'm an 8, and the celebrity that would match me is
Hold
Tiana
up.
Taylor. There we go.
Okay, Tiana Taylor. So you're 8 and Tiana Taylor is an 8.
Just looks?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say a 10. Rihanna, boy, what?
Okay.
I think
A man asked me for coffee today after work, and I politely told him no, and then brought myself to McAllister's, where I got this croissant, this grilled chicken sandwich, and an entire bowl of broccoli cheddar soup and a Dr. Pepper for under $25. Now, I'm not going to argue with you about how you like to date, just like I don't want you to argue with me about how I like to date. But coffee is never going to be an option for me. And just like I respect your choice to coffee, respect mine to not coffee.
Shut up, bitch.
Be dead ass with me. I need all the TikTok baddies to rise up and help me out. My natural color, I might go back ginger, like a little strawberry. That's my natural hair color. Do we think that would look better? Like, what color and cut would look best on me? Like, let me know. Everybody unite. Like, I'm thinking I'm gonna do like a shorter bang for sure. And I'm thinking I want to go back more ginger, more strawberry. But if everybody agrees that I should try darker, let me know. But I think you guys are out to get me if you say darker. I think you guys are lying.
Hey, don't you think it's a bit delusional to consider yourself a 10?
No.
Why not?
What's wrong with living in delusion?
Presenting yourself as a 10 will make you a 10.
Wait, sorry, repeat. Okay, but I need both of you to repeat that. You go
If
first.
you want to be a 10, strive for that.
No, that's not what you said. Repeat what you said before that.
Oh, presenting yourself as a 10?
Makes you a 10.
Yes.
It's a lot of average dudes out here expecting this king treatment from us queens. A lot of guys out here, they are a 6 or 7 at best. And they feel like we're supposed, first of all, you're approaching a 10.
And then on the other side, not having empathy for others.
They're leaving for a reason. Women just don't wake up one day and be like, you know what? I really don't like my husband.
I don't know if I'm going to actually post this because this is super vulnerable for me and I'm a pretty open person. But earlier this year, I told my husband I wanted a divorce. There is not a single thing about my husband in and of himself that I do not love. Let me be very clear about that. Our relationship and what my expectations are for my marriage and what they always have been are not met. I can't be myself with my husband. And it's really confusing because I'm 32 years old. I am a mom of 3. And I still don't know who I am. So for me to be like, oh, I can't be myself or you don't love me for who I am isn't really fair because I don't know who I am. Got me fucked up.
Married for about 7 years and I don't even know if this is worth it. Like, and not saying that there's anything necessarily wrong. There's nothing wrong, and that's the point. Like, I don't even know why I'm upset. I'm just like not thinking that I made the right decision. Like, and I have a good man. I do, and that's not the point. The point is, it's like you really do lose yourself. You lose your sense of individuality, your sense of peace. And this could be even to a good man. Like, you're gonna lose something, and I don't think it's worth it, like, at all. I've always had a dream of like getting out of my hometown, like, city and moving on, like moving forward. Like life is supposed to be experience. Like, we're supposed to be doing new things and traveling and all that, and I do all of that. But at some point, like, I don't know if I want to continue doing this every single day of my life. Like,
It goes 2 to the body and bring it to the...
I told him what I expect from a man. The number one rule with being with me is you have to provide. So my husband ended up losing his job. So a month went by and he looked for me to pay the bills. So I was going to consider it if he gave me the money back for paying the bills. And he told me no. He felt like he shouldn't have to do that. What do you mean? When I told you, as a man, I expect you to provide. Under no circumstances will I ever touch bills as long as I got a husband. And I told him, baby, your money is my money, and my money is my money. And so he didn't have any more money, and that was a problem for me.
Who the hell you think you're talking to? Why women don't give a fuck about your problems.
I don't give a fuck about his problems.
Yes.
But you want me to act like I give a fuck about his problems?
It's cool.
You want me to feel bad? I completely understand. This is for everybody. But I'm not.
We understand that.
I'm not like that. I'm not.
We know.
Yes, we know.
I try, but I can't. I don't care.
How can you not care? Like you see a man going through pain, you see the person you love losing their job in a bad space, I don't know, triggered by whatever, reliving whatever trauma, and even crying in front of your face, and you have zero feeling towards that. You love that person?
I feel like I could feel
love that person?
Let me answer your question. I could feel bad for them, but I do expect them to strive after.
So you can have sympathy.
Get up.
But not empathy.
Get up.
So
I don't want
to,
because that's why men are such pussies. That's why they're such bitches, because we're all here like, oh,
I feel like
look
you're
at
doing
this,
the TV
look at that,
thing
look
right
at
now.
that.
I feel like you're trying to get
I'm doing the
clipped
TV
on
thing.
fucking TikTok right now.
I don't care. I understand.
That's
Like
not
you
keeping
feel
it
that
real.
way.
That's
Like I
performing.
understand, but I that's the problem with men. Like we're so empathetic to them, and we're coddling them so fucking much. Get the fuck up.
Wait, who the fuck do you think you are?
Like the fact that I'm like
That's
just
just not
see
the same
it,
thing as
more,
him losing his job, and you look at him in the eyes.
Okay, you're
and being
so
fuck
worried
you.
about this job situation. I'm talking about a
Yes,
whole.
I
Like
am.
you gotta. I know. I understand that you see a little
Yes, I
puzzle piece,
am.
but you have to see the.
Ever feel guilty for having to walk away from the good guy just because he's a good guy, just because he's a gentleman, just because he treats you well, just because he's generous, just because he's successful and he's nice and all of those things? That's not a reason alone to choose him. He could be a good guy, but that doesn't mean that he is good enough for you.
So earlier this year, I ended a relationship and cut off an engagement from a great man. He was a good man. He loved God. He was a praying man. He loved and adored me. He was there for me. He was handsome. He was well educated. He didn't have any kids. He checked all the boxes. But there was still something missing. And I just knew that I could not go through with this marriage. There was just something that did not connect. I felt that there should have been a connection between he and I in order for me to be his wife. And so I cut off the engagement.
How long was you married for?
19 years.
You divorced your husband because you wanted to be out here in these streets?
I did, yep.
Well, how did that street life work for you?
It did not. That's why I'm single.
So did you have an affair with your husband?
I did not. I wanted to.
So you got a divorce because you wanted to have sex with other men?
One particular man.
Okay, so when you got the divorce, did you and that man have sex?
I did.
And what happened after that?
It was horrible.
Did you try to get your ex-husband back?
No.
It is mostly women that be online half naked, acting a fool for what? Likes and views, or admiration and attention.
At this point, I don't even care if this gets me canceled. Can we stop being naked on the internet? I was just scrolling on my Instagram feed and I saw Portia Williams fully naked, promoting her hair care line, promoting her hair, her weave. And I was just like, but why do you have to be naked though?
PSA, ladies, bubble skirt means bubble skirt, not bubble out.
Hi. Sorry, excuse me. Your ass is out? No, you're...
Walking around with their daddies, like a family-friendly amusement park. Do y'all have to hoe up every damn event? Help me to understand.
If the men are narcissists, how is it that the ladies are fitting these descriptive words so well? Why is it that these behaviors are found in so many women if the men are the narcissists? I'm trying to figure it out.
You and me both, sister. Like, it's amazing. It's amazing to me as a man to have experienced that in my life when it came to dealing with women and things of that nature. And, you know, they really, really do have these narcissistic traits, and you have to blame society. You have to. I mean, society is the one telling them that they're queens. Every woman is a 10. You know, a man should be honored to be in your presence. And some of these women ain't worth shit. Like, they're not. And you have these men that are really trying to, you know, I said it in the other videos, men are really trying to build. They really trying to get with a woman that really wants them. And when you talk to women about dating, what a man needs to bring to the table, boy, they'll write War and Peace. Ask them what they need to bring to the table for a man, how they supposed to treat a man, do for a man. They can't fill a matchbook. Rest in peace. Word to Kevin Samuels, but I digress. It's just where we are in dating today, and it's very, very sad. And you know, men are finding their own way. Men are doing their own thing. Men are choosing peace over all of this. I mean, like the lady said, you know, these women have no empathy for men. Like, you saw that one chick, oh, I don't give a fuck. You know, men are coddled. That's why men are bitches and this and that. And they'll talk all that talk, but be the first ones talking about how men abuse women and how men are these monsters and how they'll choose the bear over the man. But she sat there and be like, yeah, I don't give a fuck what you go through. Now imagine if, what if we were to say that to women? What if we were to say, I don't give a fuck about you and your kids, whatever you're going through, fuck you. You know, that's why women are fucked up now. You know, we would be monsters. I mean, and there's men in the red pill that say this. There's definitely men in the red pill community that say this stuff. Myron is one of them. Tommy Sotomayor. You know, they get these chicks to business and they want to cancel them. And these men are so horrible. But to sit there and to listen to these women, like that one that said, oh, he could be a good man, he could be generous, he could be this, he could be this, basically check all the boxes, but that doesn't mean he's good enough for you. Who the fuck is he good enough for then? And then the other fool, oh, I let it be known before we got together that, oh, a man is supposed to protect and provide. My money is my money, your money is our money, and he ain't had no money no more, so you know what, I'm done. The fuck? Now, I don't know if you've seen the whole video, but she came into the marriage with like 3 kids. And then she even admitted that, yeah, I got with my husband because he was a simp. He wasn't even my type of man. So, why do you think men are walking away from marriage? Why do you think men are just stepping away from women altogether? They're mean-spirited. They're nasty. Their attitudes are abhorrent. And they treat men like shit. They treat men like dogs. And then the men that they do complain about is the same archetype. I don't know how many times people can say it. Women want the top 20% of men. 80% of women want the top 20% of men. And then these top 20% of men, they're bombarded by women from all different directions. And then you got a chick who's like a 5, maybe a 6.5, which when she cakes on her makeup, puts on fake nails, the eyelashes, puts on her waist trainer, and does all this other shit. And then she's mad because the nigga just hits it and quits it. Because he's got another chick that's younger than you that ain't gotta wear the faja. You know what I'm saying? Her lashes are natural, her hair is natural. She ain't gotta do all that extra shit. And guess what? She ain't even got no kids, and she want him too. So you better than her? No. in your mind, you think you're better than the man that you qualify for. So, don't have any sympathy for these women, fellas. Don't even have empathy for them. Like KS said, rest in peace. I mean, he's the reason why I'm doing all of this. Listen, I was in a very low place, dealing with a woman exactly like these women that we just seen. Y'all keep bringing it up about me and my BM, my baby mother, because she put me through it. I was the nice guy, and I did everything I could to make that woman happy, and she chose not to be happy. She chose to be a bitch to me. She chose to act up and do everything. So, I was in a low place, but I found the strength to leave her. I loved her more. Actually, I loved myself more than I loved her. I only stayed to be there for my child. But I chose myself. And I'm better off for it. And you will be too. Find somebody that wants you for you, my boy. Find somebody that loves you for you. Find somebody that wants to build. Find somebody that loves you more than they love themselves. This way, she'll always be there. But treat her right. Don't take advantage of it. But, hey, what the fuck do I know? I'm just an asshole with a YouTube channel. So, y'all, it's your man 600 with an episode of I Digress Reacts. Like, comment, subscribe, share. I'm a new channel. You know a nigga trying to grow. Shout out to everybody I took their clips from. Their ads will be in the description. You go ahead, give them a follow, give them a like, and tell them Hundo sent you. Peace.